intranets aren't dead. While they're not trendy, and they probably never will be, they're needed more than ever. We say that modern intranets play an important role in organisations. They play a home for content, internal communications. Beyond those key services, they also need to provide what we call that enterprise front door that cuts through the complexity of all of these new tools and systems that you're throwing at your employees. And then it's a jumping off point to everything else that's available. Who's seen our 5 purposes of an intranet? Okay. This has been around for a while. We created it originally because we would get a lot of clients and people saying to us, well, why do we even have an intranet? Or we'd get others saying, oh, it's just about comms, right? That's it. So we came up with the 5 purposes. Content. Now this could be anything from someone somewhere said, hey, let's have an intranet, and started piling a whole heap of content into it until such time as they went, oh, okay, we've got lots of content, what do we now do with it? Communication. This is something that most people know and love, a rich internal communication channel that reaches all staff. But how many of you actually have the intranet as the sole place for people to go for communication? Okay, interesting. Culture, celebrating the culture of the organisation. I walk into many, many organisations in a year, and I love exploring the different personalities and the people, but within probably the first hour or 2 of being in an organisation, I can feel the culture already. I can give you an impression of what the general feel and culture is of that organisation. And then I look at their intranet. Now, they should match. Sometimes they don't, and that's a good thing, but really the intranet should feel like your organisation. If you're working in a law firm, it should feel like a law firm. If you're working in a hospital, it shouldn't feel like a law firm. Collaboration and social, and this is where we have the most arguments with people. That's not the intranet. But this is about connecting staff with others, connecting people, and working better together. And then finally, this is where intranets really shine, the activity side. And what this is about is the intranet being a place for doing things, not just reading things. So at the very basic level, this is talking about things like online forms, processes, smart forms. Now, it actually doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to have all of your buttons right at the top. And I haven't found anyone that they're all equal. It really depends, again, back on your users, back on your needs, and the maturity of your organisation. But what is key is to actually understand where you're at now, where you want to be under each of these 5 purposes, and then map how you're actually going to get there. So especially for those of you that are at the modern intranet stage, one free white paper I would highly recommend you download is this one.